See, what happened was, it was one day I was in the gym and I was by myself. And I had loaded, was in the power rack. I had loaded like 655 on there. And I was always good about calling out my teammates' numbers. You know what I'm saying? I could, look at my guys after a month of 3 weeks of training, like 2 more weeks you're gonna be at 5 this, and another week gonna be at this or this or this. You're gonna be here, you're gonna be there. I was good at that, and I really, really was grateful for that as a team captain, president of the team or whatever. But it was one day I had loaded that bar up. It's like 650, 655, and I knew we had a competition coming up, had a meet coming up in like 3 weeks, and it scared me. It scared me for like a brief 5 seconds. It scared me. You know why it scared me? It scared me because in my head, I saw it done already. So a lot of times when you see me, training with the guys or the team be working out, that became the saying. I would say, see it done, see it done. I even tell my clients that sometimes, my private people, see it done, see it done. Don't look at it as a defeat. See it done. See it done in your head already. You already lifted it. See it done. It's done already. We back on the next set. We on to the next exercise. You taking a sip of water. You drinking your shake. You in the car on your way thinking about how great this workout was. But see it done. And it scared me for 5 seconds. I was just like, whoa. It was like I saw myself lifted with ease. No struggle, no pain, no ache, no nothing. It was just like, boom, put it back down, boom. And then next thing you know, it was like my threshold for deadlifting was just like through the roof. My training was through the roof. My guys, we was through the roof. We was breaking barriers, traveling the country, doing this, doing that. And it was like, man, and it heightened my level of training. It was almost like I woke up a part of myself that was waiting on me. It was like it was the dude in the corner, like, man, we ain't gonna lift this shit. We ain't gonna lift this shit. Come on. He's strong enough. We ain't gonna lift this shit. I had already been in meets where I was doing like 500 to 545 jumps or 500 to 600 jumps. To the point where the judge was like, Markane, you sure you you jumping from 515 to 585? Really? Yeah. Let's go. Had already done that. All of my guys, we all had done that. We all was doing them big jumps like that. We was coming in like 500 to 600 and up, But it was like I was there, and that other person, that dog came out, and it was like, man, and that level of Superman that was in me, that was running through my veins. Man, it was like when Superman found out he was from another planet, and he knew how he was like, man, this is where I should have known all this time. I was walking around with all these powers. I didn't know who I was, but now I know who I am. And it was like there was no limits no more. There was no ceiling, and everything became stronger. My body, my training, the expertise, how I approached my clients, making everybody want to be great and strong, because I knew that this little kid that has scoliosis, this that they told shouldn't be doing this little kid that got denied being an athlete because he had scoliosis and curvature of his spine, this little kid who they said had heart, who was born with a valve disease that I can't change, that surgery won't even change. This kid that was getting bullied, pushed downstairs, brutalized, beat up, who became a martial artist, who became this, who learned that. You couldn't stop me. And every time I went into the gym, it was like, man, I'm ready to do it all right here, because I know that somewhere else, there's another little guy that's coming right behind me, or another little girl that's coming right behind me, that may feel that sense of fear, but they still step up to the plate and go for it. That's what it's all about when it comes to this training. I live it. I live by example. I don't just tell people things. I don't just teach and motivate and do meditations and stuff like that. I live what I fucking speak every fucking day by example. People know it. They know it out in the street. People know it in the gym. People know it from my past. People know it from the present. And people gonna know it in the future one day. And that's what fighting for your life is all about. The journey, the executions, the experiences. The journey, the experiences, the executions. The experiences, the executions, the journeys. Fight for your life.